Alright, welcome back to Game 2 of the Wind Waker No MSS tournament, 90% no MSS WaveCrash. This is Grand Finals Game 2. Aloakirby versus Mini. We did see Mini take down Game 1 here with a world record, so we'll see if Game 2 has what in store. But joining us today on commentary for Game 2, we got Mac and we got EJ. How are you two doing?
Amazing, I guess. I'm working from home, so I'm just vibing right now. We're here to cause a ruckus.
Buy my book.
What book?
My book.
What is it about?
Oh, okay, I don't have a book. All right, you got me.
Okay. But yeah, kind of crazy that Mini got a world record. I know that he's been running glitchless, but he hasn't been really doing active runs of no MSS. So that's kind of crazy. Although I think both of the runners can beat that this run, honestly, if they just don't make any mistakes. Wow. Yeah, the race room's all set up. They have their file names, so they should be starting whenever they are ready. Wow, they are both not ready. What the heck?
Okay, before they get ready, anyone know the name of the villain in Othello?
Are you doing like a crossword puzzle or something?
Maybe.
Yeah, I got no clue.
Like you know.
Oh, I think Minnie's watching the credits. That makes sense for his world record. Understandable.
Yeah.
It all makes sense now. So now that he's
Okay,
stalled for
now
long enough, he's ready to play.
Oh yeah, he didn't. Oh, allegedly he didn't know they were ready to go. I think he was just stalling.
Alright. Yeah, trying to ice Aloha out makes
Yeah,
sense.
like getting in his head.
I see your tactics.
Yeah, I'm so confident that I'll win that I think I can waste time.
So yeah, both are now readied up. The countdown has begun for us, at least. I'm not sure about on stream because there's a little bit of delay between what we're seeing and what you're seeing. But I guess by the time you hear this, you'll probably also see it, so ignore me. But yeah, it's starting soon. Oh yeah, you can see the countdown. Wow, I'm so smart. But yeah, we got another 5-minute intro, which you guys have already seen. Because obviously everyone here was here the game before. No one new is here, which means we have to explain nothing. Because you guys should remember everything.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so.
But just in case, maybe we'll explain if you ask nicely. But emphasis on the asking nicely part. So yeah, this is
Yeah, it was Iago. Thanks.
Oh, did someone actually answer your question?
Yeah. Right.
Okay, so as Jim and Snacks probably expertly explained in the intro before, this is any percent no MSS. The main gist is no MSS is banned. Wow, because no MSS. On top of that, there is no actor unloading allowed. I won't expand on that. Just know that it's not worth getting into, and PG skip is not allowed. But those aren't stated in the name because having a category that's called any percent no MSS, no PG skip, no actor unloading sounds kind of lame. So it's just in the rules, reading the fine print. But yeah, MSS being the big pausey trick at the start, you all know. You pause a bajillion times, you get some speed, you use said speed, but yeah, that's banned.
Yeah. If you want to know how that works, every time you pause, you just gain speed inexplicably.
Yeah, literally, you just mash pause as fast as you can, and then you just get infinite speed. So I don't know why we're not doing it. It's free.
Yeah, I mean, it's It's very consistent. But
yeah.
I mean, I don't know, subrunners, you know, their fingers get tired from pressing the pause button so often, so.
Yeah, and on top of that, this is obviously a tournament. This is grand finals. To start off with, I think there was like 12 people. Let me double check. Oh, I think it was 16. 14. Okay, there was 14 runners to start off with. So initially we had 14, and we are now down to the remaining two, the final two. This tournament's been running from a little bit before the start of December. There were some seeding races, and the tournament actually started on December 18th on the dot, and now it is March 3rd. It's been quite a long time, but luckily during these later rounds, it's going pretty quickly because there's less matches. But yeah, this is grand finals. It is a best of 5. We're not doing a losers reset. We're just doing a game advantage. So Mini, being in the winner's side, had a game advantage, and it is currently 2-0 for Mini. So this can go as much as one more game or as much as 3 more games, including this one. But yeah, I think as you guys saw in the last one, both of these runners are obviously insanely good, both at the category and the game. So anybody can really still take it. And as you can see, they also can get world records if they want to. Wow.
Oh yeah, they did get the world record.
Yeah. He stole it from himself. Kind of rude. So, yeah, there's just a 5-minute intro. We gain control at about 5:12. There's some text beforehand, but you just mash through that. And then we just go through the game casually. Nothing cool happens.
And you know what the worst part is? We never even find out who the person in that intro is, who the hero is supposed to be.
That's true, actually. They never tell you.
Yeah. Maybe they do in the DLC, but...
Also, like, if he was such a hero, why'd he leave? Was he, like, scared or something?
I mean, that's probably what it was.
That's spoilers, Snacks. Run with the bit. Yeah, he's probably some loser or something. Oh, it's Mini? Okay. Okay, I believe you.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like you said, some loser or something.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mini. He said it, not me.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. Ever said in my life.
But, Mini did get the world record. I'll be making sure to reject that after this run. Gotta put him in his place. But yeah, maybe you can do it again. So starting off, because there is no manual super swim, which is usually what we use to get to Dragon Roost immediately, our main goal is still getting the Wind Waker as fast as possible, because that is, no matter what, really is what breaks the game open, kind of no matter what you're doing. So that's still our main goal, but the only way to really do that without MSS is just playing the game casually for the most part up until like the 30-minute mark. Obviously, there will be some speedrun tactics, some tips and tricks to get there a little bit quicker, but for the most part, like, we're not breaking anything. So this is just outset, both having some nice rolls towards grandmas to get the heroes close. I'm always scared of talking to that booger boy rolling to grandmas. He's so close.
Does he have an official name?
Yeah, he does. I don't know. I'll look it up.
Good.
His name is Zill.
It's a name?
Yeah. And also, like, I'm like staring at pictures of him because I looked him up. It's kind of crazy. His booger is like almost half his height. Honestly, it might be more than half his height. I think he needs to look into that.
Yeah, and it's like just hanging, like, it never goes anywhere. Maybe it's like, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what else would be, but yeah, that's pretty dangerous to think about.
It's probably like a biohazard or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both got the
It's
hero's
just,
clothes, save warping. So usually, I mean, we want to just get back to the next objective as quick as possible. We could walk there. A lot of times, when you save and quit and then reload the file, you'll be put at like a set spawn position, depending on certain things. And sometimes it's quicker to do that than walking all the way back. So that's what they both did. And that'll be used a couple of times throughout the run. Save flags themselves are kind of complicated in this game, but for the most part in this category, they're pretty standard because we go through the intro. It kind of keeps them intact for the most part.
Yeah, that's the telescope. It lets you see that bird over there.
Yeah, this is actually the only use in the game.
Not that one.
Oh, not that one. The other one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, the telescope is. We will never use it ever, ever, ever again, ever.
I mean, why would you?
It's useless. I guess technically you could use it for like a barrier skip setup, but I don't think anyone does that in this game. At least in SD. You know, it's kind of dumb that like Helmrock just stares at the rock and lets it hit it. Like, it could have just moved instead of just like staring at it in fear for like 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now that they've seen the bird, the telescope, the sword is now unlocked. We gotta go get it first. And I guess this is kind of like the first moment where we see some speedrun tactics. We're doing the sword tutorial. Basically, the gist of it is he like teaches us a bunch of moves, and we need to do 2 sets of them to like move on to the next part of the tutorial. And to do it quickly, there's specific stick direction inputs on the combos we do to make it the fastest. In addition, there's like a parry section, and if you input the first parry like a 2-frame window, usually you have to wait for the second parry, but it'll instantly be available to you, and that saves like I feel like 4 or 5 seconds. It's pretty big. So we'll see if the runners get it. They will be going for it.
You can get the world record without it, but I mean, it's not really even worth it at that point.
Yeah, you might as well. Like, if they don't get it, they should just reset right now.
Yeah, like if this were in a race, like, you know.
Yeah, so Mini got it, and as you can see, Aloha didn't get it, and he had to stand there for a little bit. But for the most part, as long as you don't like mess up the tutorial, you don't lose that much time. So now that we'll save warp again, because we're going straight back to the tower. Walking is slower. And now that we have the sword, we can go fight enemies. So they're just going to be making their way towards Tetra. But I thought you did get quick parry. What? Am I seeing things? I swear I was staring at your screen, and you got it.
If I knew what quick parry was, I'd be able to look at it.
Someone rewind the tapes.
Yeah, we need a slow-mo replay.
Yeah.
Like they have on what's that guy called?
I don't know. Like it's like a sports game, you know. We get the instant replay.
I was thinking of Melee.
I don't know. But yeah, next big speed strat. Well, first they got that red rupee. Second, they side up the trigger to like make the bokoblin come towards them, because that's pretty useful. If not, it stays towards the stump, and then it can hit you off the stump, which is annoying. And then they'll do a cool combo here, or they'll attempt to do a quick clean fight. Aloha. Oh wait, no, I know why. Aloha got quick parry. Mini missed it. I got their sides mixed up.
Oh my god.
It all makes sense now.
I can't believe you did that.
I know. What the heck?
Like, I'm angry now.
Yeah, Aloha
Oh,
got the combo.
hold on.
Oh, Mac got a delivery. He'll be back soon, guys. Don't worry. While he's gone, post your favorite Mac fact. Go. But yeah, I'm not sure if Mini got quick parry because I had the or not the combo because I was having my realization moment. Yeah, they're both relatively close, and they should stay relatively close for the first like 30 minutes, unless something horribly wrong goes wrong. Um, kind of redundant what I said, but you get what I mean. Once we hit like the 30-minute mark, we can start doing the crazy stuff, and that leads to more opportunities of failure, just from an execution standpoint. Wow, we were rated by ZeldaSpeedRuns _3.
Okay,
Welcome.
yeah, sorry about that.
No, you're not. Are you really sorry? Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, we're almost done with the outset segment. Pretty much just a lot of cutscenes. All we have to do is get the shield next, but it's kind of sandwiched in between this segment of cutscenes and the one immediately after. I'll move on to FF1. Aloha currently a few seconds ahead, but again, it's going to stay relatively close. And once we get past FF1, we're almost to the swim parts. So this run's kind of split up into like 3 segments. It's like the first 30 minutes of getting to Wind Waker, and then all the swimmy stuff, and then the Hyrule stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, the first half hour or so is pretty much... It's not exactly vanilla gameplay because of the time saves, but it's what you would do in a casual playthrough.
Yeah,
just done a little faster.
No MSS is indeed dead. Because Mini just got an unbeatable time and the tournament's over. Like, so who's even going to want to do it anymore? Like, come on. Just kidding. It's fun. Everyone should continue to run it. And new people should run it. It's a pretty chill category. It's still Wind Waker, so it is kind of difficult in some aspect, but there's a lot of alternatives you can do to get rid of some of the dumb stuff.
Yeah.
They're both having sub 16 outsets, which is a pretty good mark to hit. And then we will be doing Ropes 1, the most dangerous part of the run. Can lose hours at Ropes 1. We need a bounty on Ropes 3. They exist, but it's no mortal man can reach them, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, like we need now what we need to do is we need to go by computer naming and just change it to Rope 0 and Ropes 1.
True.
And then we can invent some programming languages around it.
So now we're setting sail. This is the ship we'll be using the entire game to get around, by the way. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's ours now.
Yeah. I don't think we see the cutscene, but yeah, Link writes his name on the boat and he owns it from then on.
Mini got a 113.08. It was pretty good, but can definitely be improved. So, now that we've gotten all of our equipment from outset, we need to just progress again as fast as possible. To be able to continue progression, we have to get the spoils bag. It's useless for us, but it's required to progress this part of the story, so unfortunately we must get it. But yeah, we don't do anything with it. You can pick up some cool trinkets, but it loses time. So we don't pick up cool trinkets.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna do some parkour. Should be pretty standard. This one's easier than ropes too, but I feel like we do it less often in general. So it's more spooky due to familiarity or unfamiliarity. But it's not too bad. You just press A a bunch.
And like I think in the English, like he says like that it'll take Link at least a year.
Yeah, and it does. Like we're gonna see that they're gonna be stuck here for a year. What do you mean you got roped into watching this? Is that a pun, or are you saying that you love Wind Waker? Which one is it, huh? It better be the latter. Attendance is required here, by the way.
Yeah. If you don't watch this, you're actually banned from I'm trying to think of some things people don't want to be banned from. You're banned from Facebook Marketplace.
Oh god. And Yahoo Auctions.
Yeah, yeah. No more broken keyboards and actually, I don't even know what people sell on there.
Yeah, so now we're at FF1. See those whites back there? They're pretty cool.
They are?
Yeah,
they are. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so this cycle that they're on, it's continuous throughout this entire cutscene. Like, this is actually happening in game. This is not like some movie file. And it'll even continue when we get to that place from the barrel. So, there are two particular red rupees of interest that the runners want for rupee routing. And if they mash and move perfectly enough, they can get to those rupees in an early cycle, and it saves like 10 seconds. So they're mashing their little heart out right now. Believe me.
The chum bucket.
Don't you want to be banned from there, I feel like?
I don't know, like... I feel like if you go to the chum bucket, you get banned from the Krusty Krab.
I feel like every time I've ever seen an episode of like a character eating chum, they like vomit.
Yeah, it's like... Yeah, I think there's like one where it's good.
Yeah, then like it's because he put something in it, or because like he tricked people or something.
It's like... I don't really want to go over the whole plot, but it's like some really... It's not even Plankton making it.
Oh my god. Chum and a root beer, am I right? That's what they like, right? Planktons like root beer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like that's like. Although, you know, we never saw him actually give them their root beer.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
of, you know, things not totally working out.
Yeah, so Minnie and Aloha seems like they both got early light cycle. Like you see, it's kind of tight there. You can be in the light for a little bit and not get caught, but it's kind of a small, brief period. But yeah, they both got it. It's nice. They're both going for window jump. Also nice. And hopefully the Bokoblin treats them well here. Because its pattern can be kind of like its attack pattern can be kind of bad here, to where you kind of lose a little bit of time. But this guy is necessary to defeat to get rid of this spotlight on one of the sidling sections later. Yeah, so
That was
Aloha's
pretty clean.
Yeah. Aloha's Bokoblin and Minnie's both walked away, but they'd had pretty reasonable approaches to killing them. Ideally, it attacks you immediately again, and you can just knock it off, but that was pretty good. As long as it doesn't like go in a way where it's annoying to hit it off.
Is there like a standard name for like the shape of like a fingernail? Like,
it's kind of like an oval, but not really.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, this is Moblins 1 and 2. They're blind. And we'll be doing the same thing to Moblin 3.
Yeah, none of these Moblins are very sharp.
Yeah, for some reason they don't see moving barrels.
Like
this is a standard mechanic where when you use the barrel, when you leave the barrel, you have a brief period of like reduce the detection, kind of like what's intended, but they kind of overdid it, so you can just abuse that fact pretty hard. It's not really a glitch, it's just a feature.
You're right.
Yeah, we're coming up on the final boss, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, as I turn this corner and see pure fear.
That's right, Green Bokoblin. If this game were like OOT, I feel like there'd be a glitch where like you go through like the door and into the credits somehow, and this would be the final boss. Oh, that's a bad fight for Minnie.
That's like what I did last week. I think I did that.
It does not bode well.
Yeah, it's pretty much over already. Like, I think we're going to game 3 after that mistake. There's no way Minnie brings this one back. Like, look, he's so far behind. It's going to be a tough road ahead of him.
Yeah, like, there's a bird here. And even though, you know, Link should know about the bird from it being on the other stream, he doesn't. So he's just gonna get eaten by it.
Yeah, we're almost at the cool stuff. And these guys are really good at the cool stuff.
Yeah.
Just after some quick cutscenes, of course. Everybody loves cutscenes. The cutscene concentration in this category is pretty high. I don't know the exact like percentage of time of the run, but it's pretty up there. Because world record's at 113, intros 5 minutes, multiple minutes in outset. some minutes here, some minutes later. It's quite bad. But you know what? It's okay. Now the last thing we need to get the Wind Waker is to get there from here. So we need to buy the sail, because as you'll see in a second, we have a brand new car. And we can use it to get
I hate to break it to you, that's a boat.
Sure, dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a boat. Almost, it's like one of those, like, aqua cars.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot that's gonna happen right now after they get the Wind Waker, so I guess we can try to explain beforehand before we get there. So basically, we're gonna buy the sail, get a little bit more rupees here, then buy the sail, and then sail to Dragon Roost. And once we get the Wind Waker, the floodgates open.
This is where the intended route, casual route, sort of ends after getting the sail.
Yeah, so
sailing to what's it called?
Dragon Roost.
Yeah, Dragon Roast.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so once they get Wind Waker, they can do storage. And storage is a really simple to do glitch, but it's very, very complicated on its use cases and the variety of use cases. So I'm not gonna go like super nerdy into depth, but basically, they can get storage. They can do a bunch of things like super swimming, chest storage, text storage, which I guess leads into chest storage, cutscene skips, a bunch of stuff, and we'll see all those examples coming up. But right now, we're pretty much going to see a pretty big back-to-back use of it. We're going to get storage, text storage, double storage, and chest storage all in a matter of like a minute. And it's pretty crazy to explain, but basically the end goal is we want to get to Outset, because right now the pirate ship is at Outset, because when you beat FF1, you're put on a special overworld layer until you reload the area.
Not too great.
Yeah, he's gonna have to grab some extras. But yeah, so
you didn't go for that RNG pod.
Yeah, what a baby. So as long as we don't reload the overworld, the ship will be there, and we want to get to the ship because now that we've gotten the Gossip Stone, the ship is in the state where Bombs is there. So it doesn't matter where the ship is, but as long as we go inside of it, it'll be in the bomb state. So to do that, we're going to super swim and ultra our collision with chest storage in order to climb said pirate ship. It's a pretty crazy process. So we're just going to see it happen live. How about that? Minnie and Alo will expertly explain through their actions. We got some sailing first, and you can see that Aloha is spamming the sail, and Minnie is jumping with the sail, and some spamming every now and then. That's sail pumping and sail jumping. They are doing that because when you initially pull out the sail, you get a short boost of speed that rapidly decays back to normal sailing speed, but if you chain them over and over again, you actually go faster. And another thing on top of that is if you jump during that boost, it does not decay in the air. It only starts decaying and continue to decay when you're on the water.
So you get the red rupee.
Jumping. Oh wow, just get that. He's loaded.
Yeah, sail jumping is a little faster, but it's kind of sketchy on wavy water.
Alright, Minnie, explain during the cutscene what storage, double storage, and chest storage is. Go ahead. Alright, cool. So yeah, we're going to get storage here. We're going to store Coral's text. And a cool little caveat about storing text is that when you clear the text, or when you pull the Wind Waker after storing text, it comes back on screen during control. And if you close it, you get storage back. So we can abuse that fact to get storage in camera lock, so that we can swim away with storage, get a chest, store that chest, get chest storage, still in camera lock. Like, whoa, that's crazy. And then we swim to Outset with our chest storage, which alters our collision. And we can like walk through and on stuff that we're not supposed to. Again, it's a very complicated thing. You'll see the results pretty clearly though. So yeah, I think the most clear thing is that when we get storage and we pull the Wind Waker, we enter camera lock, which lets us super swim. And I guess also warning for flashing screen for the next like, I don't know, like 20 minutes. It's gonna be kind of common.
Yeah.
Every time we super swim. So yeah, you can see they're both now going for Wind Waker dives and canceling the Wind Waker, which gives us storage. And then messing around with coral a bit here. The main goal is they're going to go to an island called Crescent, just northwest of here, so that they can store a chest.
And Minnie is now slightly ahead.
Yeah, failing the double storage here kind of sucks because every time you fail on both the text boxes, you have to walk back to coral, which is kind of lame. And we're now swimming towards the closest and most convenient chest to use, which is conveniently right here. And Minnie's just going to grab that easy peasy, pretty clean crescent, and he's going to start swimming towards outset. But that's all the way across the map, so he's going to take a pit stop somewhere. Because another caveat with chest storage is that you can get refills off of things.
Neither of them succumb to the blue chew either.
Yeah.
Which is good.
It's dark because that's a cool chest that has a dimming effect, and because we canceled it immediately, the dimming never goes away, but then it goes away. So I lied.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a problem with...
what the heck? I have never seen that before.
Me neither.
I did not know you could slide up the... I think they're called the salvage core, I think?
Yeah.
Little NPCs there. That's extremely unfortunate. I thought you would just get stuck on them, and I feel like I have been stuck on them before, but he slid up and lost all his speed. He's definitely going to have to take a pit stop here at 6i. Unfortunately. It doesn't seem like he needs a charge, though. He said to hit it, so not too bad. And because of chest storage, Aloha can now clip up and just walk up the ship, and then go in. Yeah, not a major mistake. They're still pretty close, but it is kind of unfortunate.
Minnie's got to get onto the boat like so.
Yeah, it's definitely something that I feel like no one has really specifically encountered before, so that's kind of out of left field, but, you know, cool thing that happened, I guess.
Yeah, that's one of the glitches of all time.
Yeah, for sure. And now they're in ropes 2, which is a slightly harder ropes 1. You can see that there's no square platforms anymore. I don't know how they're going to get across now.
You're right. Yeah. The platforms don't actually raise up in this. But I think this is actually the easier one.
Yeah, I think it's easier. Well, not literally, but I think it's just like we do it so much more often that it's just like it's become free. See, I mean, he's losing like 25, 30 seconds. It's going to be like more like 30, 35 seconds to gold because of that mistake. But it's still, he gets still world record. Wow, look at that.
Yeah. It's not all over yet.
Yeah, right now we're kind of in a stage of just getting all the items we need as fast as possible. So now the next one up is Leaf. We're going to swim there. We're going to get double storage again, which simplifying it, it's just having storage while in camera lock and super swimming for the most part.
We can't use my analogy with the 3 pearls because I lost the copyright to it.
Oh, I see. Unfortunate.
Yeah. Sold it.
Aloha is getting double storage here because when he swims to Forest Haven here, there's usually a cutscene, and usually camera locks and cutscenes do not go together very well. Sometimes they do, but in this case, in a lot of cases, you'll just soft lock. So he gets double storage, and Mini will also be getting double storage. Got a pretty clean one himself.
It didn't come up there, but it being daytime for Aloha and nighttime for Mini,
It's pretty.
Aloha,
It could be bad. Yeah.
yeah, could get text off that guy. Mini had to get it off the mailbox, and that can having to get it off the mailbox can be troublesome. But Mini got it right away, so it didn't come up.
Yeah, and as you can see, Aloha ate the cutscene, and you'll see Mini too. You'll see him like snap to a random position, a seemingly random position. It is the same every time. That's him eating the cutscene, dodging the soft lock, and then now they will both be clipping into Forest Haven. They both do a pretty neat way of doing it, where they keep camera lock, clip in, and then swim to the loading zone. Usually, we just get rid of camera lock, swim to the loading zone normally, then take damage outside with the Octorock, but they will be opting to do this and damaging on the way on the inside. It's a pretty cool strat.
Yeah, Mini got it a little bit faster there. So
yeah, they're pretty close.
Yeah.
Could really switch places, but there's some unfortunate shoes locations.
Yeah.
As we will see shortly. So yeah, the next big trick is Deku cutscene skip, because usually we watch a cutscene here and then the leaf spawns and we go get the leaf. That cutscene's slow, so we can skip it. It is pretty much a big application of storage. That's pretty much what most cutscene skips are. So usually when a cutscene starts, or like there's a lot of things like pulling the Wind Waker, going through loading zones, I guess, stuff like that. The environment kind of freezes, but that's not the case with storage. So like if you were to die with storage, the environment doesn't freeze. If you were to start a cutscene with storage, the environment doesn't freeze. And we're going to use that fact to first get storage, put the choose in this weird state, and basically, to simplify it, we're using this state to kind of choose exactly when we can start the cutscene. And then we'll choose it in such a way so that we can get crushed by the Dekuchi's chin at a certain time. And because we have storage again, when the cutscene starts, Link will still move and the chin will still move. It will get crushed as the cutscene is transitioning, and it will cancel the cutscene. Man, I didn't even realize that. That's. I did make a pun on accident, and I even emphasized it too, like in my enunciation.
Yeah, there's a little bit of Chew RNG here.
Yeah.
It's might give Mini a slight edge if he can get the cutscene skip.
See, Mini is now pushed over the last one, and kind of what's happening is they go out of bounds and eventually unload. We time it so that they unload right when we get crushed. And now Mini should be getting crushed as the cutscene is fading in. That looked good. I don't have his audio on for myself personally, but yes, that was good.
Oh, yep. You got it.
So he's now ahead. And now the leaf is up there. We skipped the cutscene, but fun fact, we don't have grapple hook, and we need grapple hook to get up there, so we're going to cheat. Oh, Loa failed.
Oh. Ew.
He got the good fail, I guess, because he can reach. He got crushed earlier than the cutscene starting, which means he can retry again. If you're late on getting crushed, then the cutscene is, you just watch it, so he has to do this again. Hopefully he gets it. This is fast. Retrying it is faster than watching the cutscene.
Retrying it once.
Yeah, well, just like the comparison directly of watching it or trying it, but obviously he's losing time in general, so the cutscene skip.
Yeah.
It only saves 50 seconds, and he's losing over 50 seconds, or maybe I don't know. But yeah, Mini is doing a zombie hover right now to get the leaf. That's the cheating I was mentioning. Pretty much when you die, there's frame windows to get a jump attack, and you can change those or chain those to just gain height. In this case, you can heal off of them, but we'll see that later. In this one, we don't need to heal. We're just getting it and dipping. We want to leave immediately.
Yep. And we need to go up against the Deku Tree trunk there so that we can actually gain enough height. Because you get a little bit, as you can see, you get some horizontal movement too. And you need to get more vertical movement.
Yeah, if there was no tree, that would not be possible to hover to there. If, hypothetically, you need something to delay your horizontal movement to gain enough vertical height. But yeah, so now we got the leaf mini will now be going to the quiver.
This is another annoying storage spot.
Yeah, so the essence of storage is you cancel it from a Wind Waker dive, but it's usually the same time on a ledge, but because we're doing it on Beetle's barrel, it's technically always fluctuating, so it's never exactly the same every time. So it's kind
He
of
got
annoying.
it decently fast, but still.
Yeah, you guys can't see their splits unless you're watching.
He failed the cutscene skip again.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Yeah, this is becoming a pretty bad situation.
Yeah.
He's committed to it though. He's going for it again. I wasn't paying super attention on what went wrong that time, but it was the same fail state, so he did probably the same thing wrong again. It could be the side hop timing on the chew. That's probably what it is. Maybe he got a kind of unfortunate angle, because you can see they're all stuck on a specific angle that they have.
Yeah, Minnie's getting chest storage again. There's one more item we need. It's not actually an equipable item. It's a quiver, which, as I'm sure has been mentioned in just about every race on here, you actually need a quiver to be able to shoot arrows, and we are not going to get a...
Oh! That was clean.
Nice.
That was clean.
Yeah. Almost a hole-in-one.
Yeah, so usually we get chest storage, as Mac mentioned, to clip into the fairy island. But if you swim, usually because we're swimming so fast, it takes times for the island to load. Like, this is a GameCube game, so it takes time for things to load. So if you swim optimally, you'll just go inside. So in that case, Mini didn't even need chest storage. And it saves quite a bit of time to do that, but it's kind of... Oh, that's unfortunate. It's kind of not exactly the most consistent thing to do, so we still opt to get chest storage, but we do go for the hole-in-one, because it is faster in that sense. You can get stuck on the vine, which is kind of scary, but yeah. Unfortunately for Aloa, he failed in the bad way this time. Well, it's both bad, but this is worse, because now he's committed to watching it, and he's already failed it like 2 other times, so this is quite a massive time loss.
If he had watched the cutscene, the first fail, at this point that would have been faster, but peg storage.
Yeah. It's just a fancy way to get storage. Wow, would you look at that? It's kind of precise. I think it's 2 frame perfect inputs back to back, or maybe not like literally back to back in frame adjacency, but like both individual inputs are, I think, frame precise. It's kind of cool, kind of neat. And that's the only way to get storage off this island. And we want to go.
EJ, what does no MSS mean?
Well, you see, no MSS means
what a bad
no
joke.
Wait, I didn't realize.
Unfortunately, ignore it.
Unfortunately, it does. Only that one time, though. But yeah, no MSS is no manual super swim, which is like the pause buffering trick at the start to manually start a super swim. You can see that they're all kind of just doing super swims all willy-nilly, but that's only when you have the Wind Waker.
Yeah.
So we do that at the start of the run to get to Wind Waker to do that as fast as possible. So yeah, that's what that is, and that is banned in this category.
Along with another 2 or 3 other tricks.
Yeah, PG skip and actor unloading. So yeah.
Luckily, actor unloading is not super popular these days.
Tragically. So yeah, kind of in our rambling, Mini has, after getting the quiver, he is getting chest storage again, and he has gotten all his items in the overworld, so he's now going to FF2 as quickly as possible, because FF2 is where we can progress the game to the point where we want it, which is just getting to Hyrule as fast as possible. Alola on his end doing the hover.
We need like...
This is...
Oh, well. He saved it.
Dude, I thought his speed died, but it didn't. It looked for a second like his speed died. MSS is fun. It's the freest trick ever. Quote me on that.
Yeah, you just tap the pause button over and over. I don't get what all the hoopla is.
Yeah, that was kind of a scary swim for Mini, but it ended up working out. I think he probably was a little spooked, both when he missed the reef because his air was pretty low, and two because of the way he hit it. I was pretty confident visually that he lost his speed, but he didn't. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's going to come in here for the interview and be like, "Oh, I thought I lost my speed, but I didn't."
Yeah, Mini. There was like a small brief period where like it looked like you like when you initially hit it, where it looked like you had no speed. There's like a frame or two. So yeah, I was pretty concerned as well. But you saved some time over the last run. Pretty cool.
Are we going to see back-to-back world records? No pressure.
Yeah, just don't lose 38 seconds in the next like I don't know, like 20, a little over 20 minutes. Wait, no.
30
Yeah.
minutes. A little less. 25 to 30 minutes.
Yeah, Loa finally getting his leaf, making his way back. So the thing is, the gap is pretty large right now, but it's still things can go wrong for sure. But you golded leaf by 17 seconds?
Wow. Yes, this does do barrier skip. We'll see it.
How the
Soon
hell
enough.
did you? Is that a real goal?
In a couple minutes, actually.
I wasn't paying super attention, but it did seem like you didn't do anything wrong. But that's crazy. 17 seconds is pretty significant. Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't realize that you said it, but it just looked like a pretty standard split. But unfortunately, Aloha drowned. I don't think he's gonna spawn on the island. Even if he did, he would have to reset anyways. So yeah, he's gonna have to reset that. But as I was saying, it's still anyone's game if Mini just has a really bad time in Hyrule. And there technically is RNG at the end, but at this skill level and at kind of like in the how do I say, like the context in which we're playing, which is a race, there is a backup strat that most runners go to eliminate the RNG. So most likely that won't really be a deciding factor. If anything, it'll be like a 2-minute swing if one of them fails it, the backup. Oh wait, I'm not gonna say it just yet, but oh wait, never mind. I'm done. I'm on. I thought for a second. Never mind. I'll explain after.
Oh my, EJ, come on.
I thought the unthinkable just happened, but I was just watching a VOD of one of them.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, another disadvantage of this category compared to the ones that do MSS is Gonzo there, one of the pirates. If we had done MSS in the any percent route, he'd be invisible, and there'd be like a floating girl being rescued, and it'd be kind of funny looking. But we don't get that in this category, so it's a waste of time.
Yeah, Mini is now scaling the tower.
Yeah, there's a cool strat for this tower that maybe Aloha will do, but I don't think he did it last time. But this is the normal way.
Yeah, you can swim. I think Aloha will go for it in this context. I feel like not much to lose, but I don't know. We'll see. And we don't have the tools to beat this boss, so we'll be skipping it. There's a bunch of ways. I'm kind of interested to see if Mini... I don't think he's going to do the funny one because this is world record pace, but sometimes he likes to do the glitchless skip here for fun. Is he really going? I guess he's... Okay, he's crazy. He's going for the roll clip. Unfortunate. I think he's committed to the roll clip. So yeah, kind of the main crux of this skip is you clip in this corner that Mini's going to over and over again. But there's a bunch of setups to do it. Particularly, this is like the leaf setup, quote unquote. It's kind of setupless, but there's a bunch of other ways you can do it. But more specifically, he's doing a roll clip to the clip, and usually you don't have to do that, but that requires critical health, which is 1.5 hearts or less. It's kind of just weird. It changes your collision slightly. And It's slower to damage down though, so Mini is opting to go for the roll clip. Unfortunately, did not play out first try. Lost a little bit of time there, but committed to it. Loa now making his way to FF2. He's gotten his quiver, getting the chest here that Mini got previously, and then we'll be swimming towards FF2, hopefully having a clean swim. And now Mini is what is in kind of just called the end game. We're like at the third phase. We're out of the overworld. No more swims. All the items are collected. -1, which is light arrows, but we'll see that in a little bit. And he's just beating the game now. He has everything he needs, for the most part, to beat the game.
It's quite amazing when you think about it.
Yeah, we don't go to any dungeons unless you count, I guess. Well, you have Master Sword now, Mini. Nice try. Yeah, this cutscene gives you Master Sword, fun fact, and Hero Shield if you didn't have it. A lot of cutscenes in this game do that. If they think you're supposed to have something to have Link physically show in the cutscene, it'll just give it to you if you don't have it. Mostly just being swords and shields. So like later cutscenes will give a more powered up Master Sword. It'll give you Mirror Shield. We'll see that in a little bit. But yeah, in this category we already had Hero Shield, so we just have it. But we definitely had Hero Sword going in. We will have Master Sword going out, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
And kind of useful in a lot of situations routing wise.
So the really big trick is coming up soon, barrier skip. And in case this is the last game, I feel like we should have a competent explanation of it.
Alrighty. So yeah, barrier skip. It's not really exactly the new hotness. It's been a couple years since it's been found, but it's still very monumental and very important. It saves a lot of time and a lot of things. Initially done by actor loading, which is what I mentioned before, but it's banned. It's kind of a really complicated way to do it, but fortunately, almost immediately after, kind of in the grand scheme of things, that we found that actor loading method, we found the bomb push clip method. So in this game, actors kind of Link can both like push against movable actors, but they also push him back, and even just like still actors, things like bombs, pots, such like that. You'll notice that if Link walks into it and you stop, it'll push Link out of it because it does not want Link to be inside the actor, of course. So when you drop a bomb in this game standing still, it pushes you. And for the longest time, at the barrier where you can get to it, there is a seam, a vertical seam, in which it's like, oh, potentially maybe you can clip through it. And if you do have enough speed, then yes, you can clip through it, as seen in HD if you item slide. You just go right through it. But for the longest time in SD, there was no way to get enough speed to clip through it. And the bomb push itself was always tested too initially, but it didn't work out. But in fact, yes, when you drop the bomb, you do get enough speed to clip through it if you have a very precise setup. I guess speed is not really the exact best way to frame it. It's more so displacement. But it is still enough to where Link can get through that little crack in the barrier.
Well, what's funny, I believe after barrier skip was discovered in HD, I think this is true. I believe in Wind Waker SD, at least like with brake sliding, you could already almost get enough speed to get through the barrier. It was like 10 units away or something stupid. And it was just like, I think if you had TP's roll speeds, you would have been able to do it with just like without even bombs.
Yeah, and also bombs, as I mentioned, was tried by someone years before it was found with the same exact method, but they put in like the wrong number for the displacement, and it just never worked because they put the wrong number.
Yeah.
But yes, you do item slide with your bombs. Yeah, what's going to happen is Mini's going to get into a very precise position, a very precise angle, and then on top of that, when Link holds a bomb above his head, he kind of cycles through an animation, and if you drop with that specific angle and specific position, alongside a very specific frame in that animation, you will drop the bomb and it'll push you, and in one frame, it'll have the perfect amount of displacement to push you through the barrier. We'll see that in a second. So that is the main gist of it. It is just a bomb push clip. Technically, you could probably do it with anything you hold above your head, like a pot or a rock, but there ain't no pots or rocks here.
Yeah.
But we have a bomb. And yeah, this is a very precise setup, but It's not exactly the hardest trick. It's more so daunting in the sense of, like, because it's so precise, like, oh, it must be really, really hard. Oh, Aloa's doing the cool trick. Maybe.
Ooh.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah, you can swim up this thing, and Aloa's going to show us how it's done. It's 6 seconds faster, I think, if done optimally, and it's very cool. So, yeah, Mini's also, while we look at that, Mini is doing barrier skip right now. He's doing his setup.
Yeah, he's doing this looks like the kind of thing you'd see in like a 2008 like April Fool's video about barrier skip, but it's actually legit.
Yeah, and this camera spinning isn't for show, it's for a visual cue to see when to drop the bomb in the animation frame. So right now he's in the position and angle, theoretically.
Oh.
He drops the bomb, and bam, he's through. It's that easy. And Aloha got the clean swim. He only had one little sploosh in the beginning, but that was pretty neat. It's always cool to see that. It's a pretty cool trick. But yeah, barrier skip, very important, very monumental, but very simple nowadays. Initially, really complicated, but as we got better and more, I guess, researched on it, it's pretty simple nowadays. It's not as crazy as a trick as it seems.
So when are we going to get another method for barrier skip?
Yes.
To get that bounty that's definitely real and
True.
will surely be paid out.
There is technically one other way, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. Mini's consistency is pretty disgusting. I agree.
Yeah, like I'm feeling.
Honestly, it's nasty. You should stop.
Like
I'm sick.
I think I'm gonna throw up. You know, like that. I mean, you seeing this? Like,
vile. Ugh. So yeah, he is gonna do trial skip now. He's gonna do a roll clip on this ledge to go out of bounds and leave into the loading zone. Pretty standard stuff. So he should ideally, yeah, nice, good, first try. It is a frame perfect. Roll clips are frame perfect, so you can fail it. And this roll clip in particular is kind of annoying to retry over and over. You kind of lose a little bit of time compared to most, so nice that he got it.
Yeah, and if you keep failing it over and over, you know, magic becomes a problem too.
Yeah.
He went for a little time saver where you just sort of clip just barely into the loading zone there instead of opening the door, but didn't quite work out. Oh, and now this is the maze room. So I hope Mini remembers.
Every time. There's probably like a 1 in 35 million chance he gets it, I think.
Yeah.
I think those are the odds.
Yeah, especially because he's not going to, you know, do the intended strat of, you know, killing Phantom Ganon, you know. Having his sword point to the whatchamacallit. That blew my mind as a kid when I found out that's how you were intended to do it, because I'll be honest, I just looked up a map on GameFAQs.
You know, as a kid, I did look up a lot of things, but this is like the one thing I didn't, and this is like one of my proudest childhood gaming moments, is accidentally figuring out how this worked. Because a lot of the times as a kid, I would just look stuff up, I'll be honest.
I think my figuring it out was accidental, but only after I had already done it the cheaty way. By the way, Phantom Ganon has 3 possible attacks. That was the second fastest, or second slowest, if you will, to kill him. And now, yeah, you kill Phantom Ganon in 1 hit with the Master Sword. In FF2, it takes a bunch of hits, but I think lore-wise, they might have been going for, like, the Master Sword is more powerful. But, I don't know. Because technically you should have done a bunch of stuff to, like, go through the plot about the Master Sword being upgraded or whatever. Oh, by the way, we got light arrows, and that's why we needed the quiver, because getting light arrows gives you fire and ice arrows and a bow, but it doesn't actually give you a quiver.
Mini missed this door, but now he hit it easy. It's crazy. If he doesn't lose 2 seconds for the next 12 minutes, he can world record. Do you guys think he can do it?
No.
Damn. So yeah, just going up Grand Staircase. He's gonna start Puppet Ganon. Not Phantom Ganon. We already killed Phantom Ganon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, Minnie's typing bass in the middle of the run. He really doesn't care about
Based
this
on
run, it
what?
seems. I think he's not even trying anymore. Like, he's just given up on world record. He's even teabagging the door. Like, this
It's
guy's a
just
joke.
disrespectful. I think he should be DQ'd for that, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, there are children watching.
Press 1 if you're a child watching. To prove that Minnie is cruel. If we get enough ones, we'll DQ him.
2, 1, F, 2.
I got 2 ones.
Hold on, we got a 96. That means there's 96 ones.
That's true.
That's a lot.
Aloa making his way to barrier skip. I still want to say anything's possible, but at this point, I feel like at the level the runners are playing at, it's a pretty significant gap. A lot would have to go wrong for Minnie. He'd probably need to both have a really bad Morph Hover segment and probably die to Ganon.
And that's assuming Aloa does really well.
Yeah, and also it gets good RNG in his end too. So, yeah, we'll see. But Minnie is pretty darn good. So is Aloa. Both are really consistent high-level runners for sure.
I was really hoping he'd still be like watching the Puppet Ganon cutscene while Aloa was, doing barrier skip. But I think the fight's going to start right around the same time that Aloa really has the barrier skip setup started.
Yeah.
Yeah, like right about now. And how are we going to commentate about both?
We'll just sit here in silence.
Good option, but tell us about Puppet Ganon.
Yeah, usually you're supposed to use the boomerang to, like, cut the ropes, at least in this phase. Basically, in all phases, Ganon has a tail with a shiny orb on it.
It's a very good barrier skip from Alola.
And you use light arrows to damage it. That's the only thing that damages it. That's how we need light arrows, because we can't skip it in this category. And usually you're supposed to use the boomerang, but because we don't, we have to use some cool snipes. And honestly, I think this is even easier than... I feel like whenever I accidentally cut the rope, I can never hit it anyways. But yeah, just some cool snipes, and the fight is over. Next phase, pretty simple. You go for a thing called Crypt Shot, which is just hitting the tail twice on one cycle. You do need some magic here. So there is some slight RNG in this fight. And then phase 3 is the worm fight.
Yeah, and one thing about him needing magic, his health is kind of low. So the keys...
oh yeah, I just realized
entirely possible.
He needs to kill one keys and then kill the rest to get magic.
Yeah.
But he does want to be damaged down, though, for the hover coming up, but he doesn't want to be damaged down yet. Like, ideally, it would be after this moment where he kills the keys, he would be willing to damage down. So yeah, because he has bad health, they will only drop heart. Oh, I think they're going to continue to drop hearts at 2. I could be wrong. Yeah, I think you need more than 2. So he's going to want to grab both of these hearts. And with that, unless Minnie has the most cracked Morph Hover I've ever seen in my life, world record is dead. Unfortunately. Realistically,
Crypt Shot, though.
Yeah, realistically, it was probably already dead, because, I mean, not losing 2 seconds is kind of hard in the remaining of the thing, but, Minnie could have done it for sure. You don't believe in yourself to not lose 2 seconds, Minnie? That's kind of cruel. You should have more confidence in yourself.
Is he going to go for Trog Shot?
No.
He is getting hit by Puppet Ganon, which he wants. You can stun Puppet Ganon with a bomb. You can also stun him for a shorter period with a sword.
Yeah.
And I think hitting the head with light arrows might stun it for as long as a bomb. I don't know.
It's shorter.
Okay, is it longer than the sword at least?
I think it's like really short, like instantaneous. Like he just
Ah.
immediately, and also the sword itself, it needs to be a quick spin or like a spin attack for it to be like a decent delay. You just like slash, he goes immediately.
You'd think light arrows would stop. Well, you know what? I'll send a letter to the editor. You know.
Yeah, Mini is now in the RNG section. We need to get to the top of this room. We have one method to skip. There's a lot of grapple checks, pretty much, and we have one method to skip one of the grapple checks, but not one to skip the last.
Also, Aloha, he got the fastest Phantom Ganon attack. And if you've noticed that they both pulled bombs right before going into that room, as they were going into that room, it's because normally when a door locks behind Link, he'll kind of look back and look at the door being locked for some reason. But if you're holding something like a bomb, he doesn't actually look at that. And that saves some...
Saves like
not
a second.
very much time, but yeah, but in a longer run, that would add up quite a bit more.
Is Mini... Am I crazy, or did he not even go for the morphs? Was I just not paying attention?
No, I don't think he did. Yeah, this is the backup hover, which apparently Mini has decided to be the primary hover.
Yeah. Interesting. He just chose to not even go for the RNG. I can't tell if he got it because I had his audio off. He did get it. Nice.
Oh, well. It's,
when you look at it, they're not too far apart room wise, but there's still a lot Aloha has to do. He's at a quarter heart,
got
actually.
A skull necklace.
I mean,
from
I guess
those pinatas.
I mean, going for the backup is smart, but I don't see any reason why they not just go for the morphs anyways.
Oh, he got the fairy.
Like, even if it fails, you just go for the other.
He could get that morph bounty, you know?
True, but yeah, exactly. This is Aloha's potentially last chance to go for the morph bounty. Damn, even in checkpoint, Mini ain't going for the safety morph.
Wow.
Can't believe
what a goofball. He's a real ride or die. Or whatever. Yep, this is the Morph Hover. The long-anticipated sequel to Fairy Hover.
Yeah, didn't do as well, like box office-wise.
Yeah, although generally it's considered to be the better one.
Yeah, basically, long story short, Mini got that morph to do a glitch state to drop a heart from an arrow shot, because usually it only drops hearts, even if you're low, to a sword attack. And at this point, Mini is in Ganon. They're both in cutscenes fighting Ganon. Wow. But unless something crazy happens, I think it is pretty locked in. I think Mini could die. It'd still win. Yeah. Honestly, maybe twice. I think if he died twice, it would be close. But I think even if he dies right now, he still has a pretty sizable lead.
Yeah. And that's assuming Aloha doesn't mess anything up. Let's see how Aloha's Puppet Ganon goes.
Yeah,
all this
Mini has a cutscene.
This cutscene is terrible, by the way. Like it's just stupid.
I agree.
I mean, honestly, like, oh, a clean first shot. A clean second shot. Well, I guess that was the third one, technically, but...
Yeah, unfortunately, both times Aloa got right side tail swing, which is kind of annoying to deal with, but he still had some pretty good shots.
Yeah, I think that was like 3 hits over 5 shots or something, 4 or 5 shots. So that's pretty good. Not perfect, of course, but could be a lot worse. And now, apparently, on Mini's stream, Ganondorf is such a moron. He doesn't think to touch the Triforce before making his, like, I can't believe, someone like, this is such a stupid resolution. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he just got owned. And for what? Like, you think he's learned his lesson from Ocarina of Time. He's more mature now. He has a clear goal, and then he fumbles the bag in the last possible second.
Yeah, they
because
really
he didn't put his hand on it.
Also, how did Coral he just teleports up? Couldn't he have done that the whole what is he doing? Also, this cutscene makes even less sense if
Ooh, he got
you
trog
haven't
shot.
seen the main plot, because this character only appears in this cutscene in the run.
So yeah, Loa went for trog shot, which is kind of like crypt shot, but in phase 3. Unfortunately, he needs magic though, so he's gonna have to kill some Morths. Oh, speaking of free cam propaganda, did you know that both in the Orca tutorial, when you get the sword, and in FF1 when you get the sword, you have Master Sword for 1 frame, and you can see it with free cam?
Oh.
Well, that's free cam propaganda right there.
Did you know there's a hidden stairway on the Ganon boss fight arena in the cutscene?
Yeah, I did know that. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is a little cool. I think you can just barely make it out if you know where it is, but you can't really see the whole thing of it.
Yeah, for some reason, for 1 frame, the game gives you the Master Sword, and then it takes it away. Like, you actually have it, too. But yeah, Mini's starting the fight. It's about to be, potentially, match point. Once he gets past phase 1, it is it's pretty easy. So, phase 1 is the scary part, and he's done with it. If he does get hit once at all, though, he will die. So, that is a fear to have.
Should have gone for the safety Morth.
Yeah, Mini.
Peace of mind is better than swag, I'm just saying.
So yeah, it's coming up on time.
Unless he gets hit by Zelda.
And with that, 'tis probably over. Yes. And with that, Mini has won game 2, which means he has won the match, the best of 5. And with that, the tournament is now over.
All right. So when's the next tournament?
Oh yeah, you just won the tournament. Wowee. What are you gonna do now that you've won the tournament?
Yeah, get in here for this interview. All right. Come in here and plug your mixtape.
Yeah. Mini's known for that. His first mixtape was pretty trash, I won't lie.
Yeah. Announcers, be excited. Oh yeah, we need to be excited. Okay.
I'm not excited because I lost.
Woohoo!
Yippee.
Yeehaw!
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, and Is someone very excited? Congratulations, Mini, on the big win.
Oh, thanks. GG.
GG.
Yeah, with that, the tourney is over.
So
Yeah.
what are you gonna spend your winnings on?
Well, my car broke today, so I guess I'll spend it on that.
Oh, well,
So that'll be fun.
sorry to hear that.
I'm not.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it. It's been what, 4 months? 3 months, 3.5.
3 months and a bit.
How do you guys feel about that match?
It was pretty good for me.
He was too strong.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm
You
sad.
and I should race you more often because I always get world record.
Yeah. I am sad because I wanted to get closer races, obviously, but
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah, that Decker Tree cutscene skip thing was rough.
Yeah, I didn't feel like my timing was that bad, honestly. Like, at all.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb. Maybe you had like a slightly bad shoe that like barely shifted the time, but I don't know.
And
Hard to
then
say.
I did compensate for it on the third try, but it was too much, so
Yeah.
kind of unlucky. Or maybe I was just bad. I don't know. I will watch the stream later.
Yeah,
Hey,
for the
but you
most
got that
part.
cool Helm Rock room climb
Yeah.
tower thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Mini's run was pretty good up until later, right? I think for the most part.
The second run,
Yeah.
it was okay. I lost 30 seconds on bombs, so
Oh really? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about that. You had a little.
I was
fiasco.
30 seconds ahead of world record because the world record I just got had a terrible early game.
Yeah, I feel like you got lucky on the FF2 swim, man. You should have lost everything.
Yeah.
It looked like you lost everything.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, and now you guys are free. I know Mini is not running this no MSS category anymore.
I do not want to play this
I don't
game.
know about Aloha.
I will do something else.
Like Wind Waker or something else.
Maybe Wind Waker, but add 2 letters at the end.
Yeah, so yeah, a lot of us have been tied to this game some way, at least on the weekends. For the past like 3 months, it's kind of been a long journey.
Also, by the way, I didn't go for the morphs because I would have just been mad if I got a first try, so I just didn't do it.
Understandable, I guess. But yeah, tournament's over. We started with 14 people. I guess shout outs to the people that joined. It was Zor 2000, Galbity Bobbity, myself, Ronano, Jwist, Enved, Gymnast, Sea Dragoneer, Aloha, Zelkies, PK, Eric, and that's everyone, I think. Oh, and then Mini and Nimzo had a bye. Yeah, Mini and Nimzo. I guess that is 16 people. Yeah. Wait, no, wait.
No, it's 14.
14. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. We had a lot of people. Also, shout outs to everyone who commentated like ever across the entire tournament.
Yeah.
Like name one.
Yeah, no one did it. JK.
Yeah.
And also shout out to me, Mini, and also Woofer for helping out on the back end. And also ZSR for structuring this, or like restreaming this entire thing and helping us.
Yeah, I also want to say, I don't know if it was mentioned much, but there is a prize pool for this tournament, and it was mostly contributed by like 3 people, so I just want to shout those out. Trog gave $200, which is crazy. Woofer gave $100, and Crane gave $80. So thanks, you 3.
I also remembered I owe you a potential IRL prize, but I don't know if you still want it. But if you do,
you can send me a prize if you want.
Okay. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I had an idea for an IRL prize, but you know what? I don't want to go into it. You know what? So what, EJ, you said something you were going to say where you thought when Aloha was...
I'll mention that later. It was just a brain fart. I was like watching both of you guys, and I realized I was watching the wrong thing, and I thought someone like stopped playing, and I was just like, what? But it was me being dumb. But yeah, anything we learned that we do differently? Probably not best of 3 the entire time, and also probably not full double elimination like from the start. Like maybe some pools.
Yeah, this was the first time we've ever done really like a full game tournament for Wind Waker, so like things could have gone better, but I'm pretty happy with how this went. I hope you guys enjoyed.
So
It was
we
fun.
need the vet commentators next time a little better, so we don't wind up getting EJ again. No offense, but
Damn.
I mean, look, I'm just saying.
I'm so knowledgeable and so animated. I provide so much emotion.
If that's what you call it.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know when the next time this will happen. It might be a bit.
Yeah.
And it might not even be the same category. Who knows? Probably will, though.
It might not even be the same game.
Yeah, it might not even be the same game.
All I'm saying, people were saying they want a Mulgaris theme. 80 tournament coming soon.
Dude, we'd get like 3 people to join that. There's no way. But yeah,
Alright.
it's pretty cool.
GG.
I think we're all
That was
set
the tournament.
here.
Yep.
Did you
GG,
say how
thanks for
was
the tournament.
tournament? Or is that what you said, Minnie?
Hmm?
What did you say? Did you say how was the tournament, or did you say something else?
That was the tournament.
Oh,
I hope
that was the tournament. Yes, that was the tournament.
we did it. We made it to the end.
Yeah. Some people got far, some people got less far, but we all had fun.
Yeah. Oh, also, the Morph Hover on the Morph RNG prize goes to Zor.
Yeah, I guess the prize pool wise, first place Minnie, second place Aloha, third place me, and then the honorary Morph prize Zor.
Yeah, for getting the worst RNG, he gets $20 as compensation.
Wow. Yeah, I hope that people enjoyed watching throughout the various matches. We got a lot of restreams. I think we had more restreams than no restreams, so that's pretty cool on us.
Thanks, CSR.
I hope people are interested in the game and either continue to watch or even maybe run it. Who knows? Yeah, that's all from me. I don't know if anybody else has anything, but
I need to buy a new belt.
okay, you probably should. Well, if you actually won some of the prize pool, you could have bought a new belt. So maybe next time, join.
Yeah.
GG, everyone.
GG's.
Yep.
GG.
So do
Good job.
outro then. Alright, so yeah, as Lisa said, GG's to everybody who was in this tournament and all the volunteers and everyone that made this possible, because God, this was a logistical nightmare at times, but we made it through it. Go ahead and give all of our volunteers today a follow. Gymnast86, EJ15, and Mac. And yeah, that's gonna be all for us. ZSR wise, we got like 18 million things on the schedule for today and tomorrow, so I'm gonna make this intro short because I have to get off this channel. So thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we will see you all next time.